You are born in a factory that runs 24 hours a day, alongside 4,000 identical versions of yourself, all of you molded from the same blue plastic, all of you completely interchangeable, all of you about to be shoved into completely different lives without a single say in the matter. A machine injects your bristles one by one, tight rows of stiff nylon packed into your head with a precision that honestly deserves more respect than anyone ever gives it. You are inspected for exactly 0.3 seconds by a machine that has never once made a mistake and never once cared. You pass. You always pass. Nobody has ever failed to be a toothbrush. You're sealed into plastic packaging with a cardboard backing that reads, medium bristles, fresh mint handle, which is, as far as you can tell, the entirety of your personality on paper. Medium. Fresh mint. That's it. That's the whole file. You sit on a shelf for 6 weeks. You watch other brushes get picked. Soft bristles go first, everyone's scared of themselves, apparently. Then the electric ones, smug in their separate section, judging you silently with their rechargeable superiority. You are, unfortunately, a regular one, the kind nobody's excited about. The default setting of oral hygiene. Then a hand grabs you. Distracted, barely reading the label, just needing a toothbrush, any toothbrush, and you're tossed in a cart next to a bag of frozen peas, which feels like a demotion you didn't earn. Your home is a bathroom that smells like someone else's cologne and, faintly, mildew. Your owner's name is Priya. You learn this from a hand towel monogrammed by her grandmother, which is honestly more effort than anyone's put into learning about you so far. Priya unwraps you at 10 p.m. on a Tuesday with the specific enthusiasm of someone doing the bare minimum required to not have cavities. She runs you under the tap. She squeezes on toothpaste, too much, always too much, an amount that suggests she has never once read the recommended pea-sized dab on any packaging in her entire life. And then it begins. The actual job. 45 seconds, tops, most nights. Sometimes 20. There was one night, you remember this specifically, because it was traumatic, where she brushed for exactly 6 seconds before falling asleep standing at the sink, toothpaste foam dripping down her chin like she'd lost a fight with a rabid animal. You spend the next several months learning her rhythms. She brushes hard on the left side and barely touches the right, for reasons neither of you will ever understand. She never does the back molars properly. She thinks she does. She does not. You know this because you're the one back there, bristles bending at angles that violate several laws of dental physics, silently screaming into a mouth that has no idea what's happening. You live in a cup by the sink with 2 other objects, a razor that clearly thinks it's better than you because it actually removes something, and a tube of toothpaste that's been rolled and folded and squeezed from every conceivable angle, clinging to life at the bottom like it's contractually obligated to produce 3 more uses. The razor doesn't talk to you much. It's aloof. It thinks brushes are beneath it. You've made peace with this. Then there's the incident with the roommate. Priya has a roommate named Dev, and Dev, it turns out, operates under the deeply mistaken belief that all toothbrushes in a shared bathroom cup are communal property in an emergency. One night, at 2 a.m. a hand reaches into the cup, not Priya's hand, a stranger's hand, and grabs you specifically, because his own toothbrush is, apparently, somewhere in his gym bag and this felt like an acceptable substitute. You do not consent to this. You have never consented to anything, but this feels like a new low. Dev brushes his teeth with you for 11 horrifying seconds before Priya walks in, half asleep, and shrieks loud enough to wake the neighbors. You are dropped into the sink. Dev apologizes. Priya does not forgive him for several days. You are never the same. Some things cannot be unbrushed. Priya throws you out that same week, understandably, and buys a replacement, a small act of mercy you did not expect and definitely did not deserve based on how this story usually goes for objects like you. But wait. This isn't the end. Because instead of the trash, you get a second act nobody saw coming. You are rescued from the bathroom bin by Priya herself, days later, not out of sentimentality, but because she needs something specific, a grout brush. Your bristles, it turns out, are exactly the right stiffness for scrubbing the disgusting black lines between bathroom tiles that everyone ignores until move-out day. This is, weirdly, the most respected you've ever been. You spend the next several weeks on your knees, metaphorically, you don't have knees, attacking mildew and soap scum with an intensity you never got to bring to actual teeth. You clean the grout around the tub. You clean the tracks of the shower door where a horrifying black substance has been quietly thriving for who knows how long. You clean sneaker soles. You clean the crevices of a bike chain once, which nearly kills you, bristles bent permanently sideways, but you survive. This is, unexpectedly, the best chapter of your existence. Nobody's mouth is involved. Nobody's roommate is involved. It's just you, a task, and total clarity about your purpose for the first time since the factory floor. It doesn't last, of course. Nothing does. Somewhere around the 8-month mark, your bristles are splayed out in every direction like you've seen a ghost, permanently fanned from grout duty, no longer useful for anything requiring precision. Priya holds you up to the light one afternoon, inspects you the way you were once inspected by a machine in 0.3 seconds, and this time, a human takes slightly longer than that. Almost a full second. You'll take it. Okay, she says, to no one, this one's actually done. And she means it kindly, somehow. There's no cruelty in it. You did your job. Both jobs, actually, teeth, then tile, which honestly, is more than most toothbrushes ever get to say. You go into the trash, not the recycling, because you're a mixed material object and nobody's cracked that particular sustainability problem yet. You end up at a landfill somewhere outside the city, alongside thousands of other retired brushes, all of you blue and worn and finished, all of you having done exactly what you were built for and then some. Here's the thing nobody tells you about being a toothbrush: you were never going to be anyone's favorite object. You were never going to get a name, a nickname, a place of honor on a shelf. You were built to be shoved in a mouth twice a day by someone brushing too hard on one side, occasionally stolen by a roommate in a moment of poor judgment, and eventually demoted to scrubbing grout in a bathroom nobody thanks you for cleaning. And somehow, being useful in two completely different ways, mouth, then mildew, is still a better deal than sitting in a package on a shelf, waiting to be chosen for the shallowest possible reason, and never finding out what you were actually capable of.